This is a quick this or that round, so by the end of this post, you will understand which of these elements of your podcast are protectable under copyright versus trademark. Here we go. First, your podcast name. Easy one, right? That is protectable under trademark law. The name of your show is a brand. It is a brand name, and as such, it is a signifier to your listeners of the source of that product, that podcast. So, podcast name, trademark. The show notes, and the show notes can consist of literally what you plug into Stitcher or iTunes as the description of your episode, in which case text, copyright, or you can take the transcript of your entire episode, create show notes based on that transcript, and post it to your blog post. Again, transcript, text, copyright. Your logo. Your logo might appear on your website. It might appear, and probably does appear, on Stitcher and iTunes and all of those podcast platforms. A logo, again, is a source identifier, and your listeners identify your podcast based on seeing that logo. So, logo, trademark. Next is a soundbite that you might share on social, either on Instagram, a soundbite you might share on YouTube. And sound, of course, is an audio recording, and a recording is protectable under copyright law. Hashtags are a little bit trickier. When you are sharing an episode or a snippet of an episode online, on a blog post, on social media, you're likely using a few hashtags to generate attention and to get that post seen. Well, hashtags can range from Detroit podcaster, Nashville podcaster, Kansas City podcaster, to other hashtags that are not necessarily branding, but they are descriptive in order to get users to find you more easily. So hashtags can be trademarks. You can use the name of your own podcast as a hashtag to kind of label that post. But more likely, hashtags are not protectable under copyright or trademark, and they are just descriptors. Again, though, it's important to understand that if you're using an actual trademark as a hashtag, obviously that is a trademark. And you don't want to use misleading hashtags either. Another easy one, video content. Whether you are recording your podcast to be released on YouTube, you're releasing an audiovisual recording, or releasing just the audio recording with some kind of other visual element to it, whether if it's a graphic or otherwise, that video content is prime for copyright. It is creative content and thus protectable under copyright law. And finally, your podcast icon, that little square graphic that goes along with each podcast episode and that identifies your podcast among the millions available in the several podcast apps. Think of that icon as almost an album cover, right? It is album artwork for the podcast world. And even though your logo very well might appear on that graphic itself is artwork, right? It is a graphic design, and so that artwork, copyright. So I hope that quick fire round helps you to understand the different elements of what is protectable in the podcast world under trademark versus copyright, and I'll see you next time. Hey, I've got something special for you. If you are interested in learning 4 things that you can do right now to protect your business online, I invite you to go to spear-ip.com/challenge, and you can sign up for those things. You'll get 1 thing per week for 4 weeks delivered to your inbox. Enjoy!